personally wanted was to be a first sergeant and to make it to be a sergeant major.
Shut the fuck up. Take my advice, man. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm not trying to make sergeant major. I'm not trying to make first sergeant. I'm trying to make a difference.
First sergeant Parker. Ooh, my bad. Master Sergeant Parker.
Here we go.
We are seeing a battle amongst a master sergeant and a first sergeant as well that essentially is blown up, and there's a lot of origin story to this. Now, I have covered in the past Master Sergeant Parker, aka Black Unicorn, across social media in these videos that you can check out right here. Now, to give context, synopsis, he was not allowed to become a first sergeant because of the fact his beard, social media stuff, people said he was taunting leadership. Anything they could do to essentially throw something at the wall to say why he shouldn't be a leader. Now, a lot of this has stemmed from his advocacy for beards while in uniform and saying that these policies are outdated. Now, the first part of this is a little long-winded, but to get to the master sergeant versus the first sergeant, that is a wild twist and turn because we're dealing with a online dating profile in uniform 40-minute video.
Clearly it's gonna be about why I went on a dating show. Cause yeah, in uniform, why I went on a dating show. Then my next video gonna have to be about my 4 kids. I don't know why I gotta make a video about my 4 kids because I take care of my kids. I know people with 1 kid that don't take care of their kid. Y'all should be worrying about that I take care of my kids, not how many kids I got. It's gonna be my three divorces, which I've already talked about. Like, I got a divorce. Like, I didn't stay in unhealthy marriages. Hello?
I just saw that video with the first sergeant who went on a dating show in uniform. All I gotta say is that story would be completely different if it were anyone from E1 to E5. That's all I gotta say.
And I was just like, ain't no way. The first sergeant really got on a dating channel to thirst trap in a uniform. And no, it doesn't violate any UCMJ, especially using the uniform for personal gain. But it's just absolutely insane. If it was like a lower level enlisted, they would get nitpicked, harassed, bullied about, and all kinds of stuff. And I was just like, that's just crazy that he went in his uniform to go try to holler at some women.
This first sergeant might have been working, we don't know, and essentially is calling out Master Sergeant Parker, and it backfires so hard.
Let me just go on record and say I've been having a lot of internal conflict when it comes to what I personally want and, me down for the cause. That was what I personally wanted. I didn't do sap arrange all this stuff for nothing. That's what I wanted, man. I wanted to be the best. I heard about it, and hey, that's what I was shooting for. But along my path, this cause came up about beard stigma. And I had a shape profile. I seen how they was treating people. People who look like me, normal people, just not shitbags, just because they had a shape profile, they was looked down upon. And I gotta say this, the beard stigma was here way before this administration got here. Let's just keep it honest with you. They just saying it out loud what people been whispering about. Like, I had somebody tell soldiers, look at that chain of command wall. You see anybody with a beard on it? That's right, cut it. And you can have a legit skin problem. They just do not care. I didn't see more leniency get given to the people with a dead man profile than a shame profile. And if I could do it again, I wouldn't change shit.
I find it crazy because I had to look at what a dead man profile was. I'm like, wow, you really can't do anything. But I have seen people that have had more stigma with shaving profiles than other types of, inability to complete certain tasks in the military. I think that culture and stigma has been there from my personal anecdotal observation.
So let's do it. We're shaving in negative temperatures. Let's do it. Anything for you, Sergeant Major. Anything for you. Ooh, it's cold out here, boy. I'm out here with the Piccolo specials. Check it. All my DBZ fans out there, oh my God. Oh, this is brutal. How you doing, PFC? Doing good, Corporal.
However, he kind of talks about how his outlook on this has changed and how he really wanted to be a first sergeant and eventually a sergeant's major.
And the causes got me getting out the Army before my time. Man, this never was the plan. But the captain, I go down with the ship. People always told me the greater good of everybody else almost always outweigh my personal interest. What I'm doing is good. It's just some days don't feel like it. But hey, ain't shit changed though. Hey, you all the shit. Even as a mad sergeant. Until I walk in the room. You're...
What's crazy about this, as somebody that's dealt with this same stagnation of career issues because you do social media stuff, essentially I can tell you, even if you're in or out of uniform, it does not matter. It is what it is. And I've said that this is one of the funny things about being on social media in uniform is it pretty much puts a bullseye on your back, and he has seen that. Now, because of this, he is processing out. He is starting to do his classes to get out of the military and is actually advocating.
I've been on for 20 years. I did a bunch of classes. I have never got a class on how to transition out the military. That's why your chain of command keep calling back in and do staff duty, come dispatch this vehicle, all this nonsense, because they don't understand the mindset. They don't understand the steps you have to do and how like late you are. They never did the class. Like, the only time you learn about transition out the military is when you transition out the military.
It's hard for people, even for him, as people are like, come back to work. And he's like, I can't. I got stuff I got to do. But leadership has not really had that same experience of getting out of the military. Now, obviously, when you're on social media, there are people that could be peers, could be, you know, fellow soldiers, fellow leaders, whatever, that essentially are going to come after you. Master Sergeant Parker has a little bit of a crash out about this and is in his car and doesn't show his uniform or what he's wearing, I think, for a very good reason. But he has to say this.
Shut the fuck up. Take my advice, man. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm not trying to make Sergeant Major. I'm not trying to make First Sergeant. I'm trying to make a difference. That's a big difference. Like, there's always a political comment underneath my post, or they making a video about me saying political. Yo, if you don't know what you're talking about, you don't have to say shit. You don't have to comment on every fucking post. Like, you don't have to make an interview about me. God damn, like, if it's bad enough I gotta fight all this other shit, now I gotta fight you. Like, god damn, it don't even concern you. That's the crazy part, man. And it's already hard. I'm doing something new, man, a new path. And I know they taught you this in school. Doing the same shit, get the same result. Because last time I checked, a Sergeant First Class made a change. Wasn't no Sergeant Major. Everybody took the credit, and all these officers probably took the credit, but we all know who pushed it. Like, yo, if you can't help me, then at least don't hurt me, man. Like, this is something new, man. I don't know how this shit gonna work out. I just don't know how it played out. But nothing about you I want to be like. Like, there's nothing. You got what you got right now in life, looking out for you, and you should do that, man. You should always do that. I respect that. But I'm trying to do something for the fucking military. Like, if you just don't say shit, you don't have to say nothing. This last thing I'm gonna say. Everybody got a position to play. Everybody can't be like me. We need some people like them, some people like him, and some people like him. Like, you don't have to. All right, man.
This is important because he doesn't say who this is. We can start alluding to who this is based on future posts about this, but it looks like the Army has haters in it. And I'll say this, the crab mentality, you know, when a crab gets pulled out of a bucket, all other crabs try and pull it back down. And the military is one of the greatest places to witness that experiment and see how many people do not want you to go up no matter what the context is. You can never be better than them. It's always a competition. It's always something like that. Where Audrey B. Watson said, I hate this beard stigma, just another case of how much we love a country that doesn't love us back. Rangers lead the way. Thank you for your service and sacrifice. Now let's get to the sweet spot of this entire story. Well, Master Sergeant Parker has been making all these videos about advocating for beards and all this other stuff and kind of being the #1 target for the Army from what I've seen across social media. Looks like this first sergeant, that by the way was kicked out previously, came back in. Not sure the full details there. I don't want to research it. It's not relevant to the story. But he had some stuff to say and took the bait from Master Sergeant Parker.
First Sergeant Parker. Ooh, my bad. Master Sergeant Parker.
Someone took the bait. Hey, man, with those stats 4-3, hey, you on your way to being a Sergeant Major. You truly define mission first mentality. And you also look familiar. I think you said Sergeant Collins' name. I heard you sent the MFR over there. And you on a dating site in uniform? You say, you know what? When I'm gonna get these females, I'm gonna put the uniform on. Ask them for my gold patch. Ask me about my gold patch.
This person, Black Unicorn, aka Master Sergeant Parker, is saying that this first sergeant went out of his way at a different command to write a memorandum for the record to get her in trouble out of an entire situation he was not even part of, which I was like, that is the craziest thing I've seen out of anybody that's like, how can I insert myself into a situation I'm not part of? I'm not actively leading the soldier. And on top of that, they already have leadership that is accounting for these issues and is already working through the process to kick her out. Wow, that is adding fuel to the fire. If that is true, what they're saying here, I'm amazed, but I'm also not amazed because that is what happens in the military. A lot of people think that the culture is, let's tell on each other. But in like public eyes, they're like, we are a brotherhood. And you're like, no, we're not, dude. You guys are backstabbing each other.
Yo, and it ain't took the first time so many times, the shit don't even sting no more. Next time I get a free slushy. And tell me you didn't do this. Tell me you didn't put on a uniform just to smile at old me. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You know what though, we both know? That first and the 15 check hit the same. Hey, Battle. Hey, Battle, you don't have to wear the uniform. You are somebody. And I'm only saying this because if Colin Scott and you spent 40 minutes on a dating site in uniform, you know what's funny? I'm not even trying to compare. Like, they did something to me, they should do something to you. I don't think they should do none of you. I think they should keep you out in front. I think they should make you some age and pitch you out in front so everyone can see you. Because I think they need to see you. Like, I don't think they should parade you around. They should keep you at first on. I don't want them to take that. No, I don't wish bad on nobody. I want you to get some major. I want you to stand in front of thousands and let them see you.
He realizes this is a ticking time bomb of a first sergeant that somehow loves attention and keeps posting on social media and intervening as if they are the next tier up, kind of talking down at people. If they keep doing this, I promise you, there will be some correction probably on somebody's part when it comes to this, because the expectations are going to change. The reality of being on social media and doing things in uniform like that are going to change. We have seen other fellow people, such as retired now Sergeant Major Barry Bull, that has essentially dealt with that as well as a leader at E9 level and leading at the command level. Now, apparently, that first sergeant responded to all of the allegations of this and said,
the video was up. I put the video up. Totally my fault. Was the video unprofessional? Yes. Was the video wrong? No. Did I get in trouble? No. Who was I talking about? Me. I wasn't talking about nobody else. This is why I got in trouble. So let me give you some context on the video, right? There was a scammer scamming women out of thousands of dollars, using my face with a deep AI fake with a different voice, scamming women out of thousands of dollars. He even got one woman to put a tattoo on her breast, which her daughter contacted me about, wanted me to pay for the cover up and all that jazz, which is why I went on the dating show, because he was using that specific dating app to scam women. Now, as I'm coming out of class, I'm in my uniform and boom, the dating show thing pops up. I'm like, oh, let me tell this lady about the scammer so she can like do something. So I tell the lady about the scammer and she blocks the scammers, like all the scammers pages. And she's like, hey, are you single? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, you want to be on a dating show? I kind of looked down. I was like, man, I'm in uniform. I was like, man, bump it. Was it the best decision at the time? No, it was not. It was not. Do not do that, because not even like the army trouble, but just the social media backlash is crazy, which, hey, look, all publicity is good publicity. So it is what it is. Okay, so she takes the scammer down. I do the video. They post the video. The video goes crazy all over the military. There's a E8 in uniform. Okay, it was me. But like, hey, it is what it is. Hey, it happened. I had to deal with a lot of conversation about the video, you know, PAO, a lot of conversation about the video. And the video was deemed that nothing was wrong. Actually, everybody said that I was really professional in the video, if you ever seen it. Okay, so was I on the thing in uniform trying to find love? No, I was not. I was on the video. I was on the dating show to originally catch the scammer.
Have you ever had somebody tell you a lie so bad that it was basically calling you stupid? That man said he got on that site to catch a scammer. A scammer. That man lied to so many recruits, he think we one of them. Boy, hey, I don't know what he do, but he could show a lie. Hey, boy, that's somebody's hero. Let me get back to reading my book, though. Oh, it's upside down. Fix it. It makes sense to somebody. It makes sense to somebody. They say, woo! Oh, that's somebody's hero. Woo!
The level of craziness that is here and the pettiness is something I'm here for. But, you know, I find it funny because he's got the upside down book, the upside down glasses, and you're just like, dude, you very much are playing the part here. I love it. But somebody even goes on to the comments and says, they say, no cap, bro, you might be the 50 Cent of the army. That is a compliment, because if you haven't been watching the Diddy documentary and knowing all the secret footage that 50 Cent was collecting essentially against him in kind of just the most savagery way, I would say that's a compliment. Now, as he is transitioning out of the military and obviously he did not meet his goal, one thing is he is reflecting back on that, and some people are saying he missed the opportunity. He does a little reflection post, and this is what he has to say.
I should have waited to become a sergeant major, then attack the beer stigma. And it's the crazy shit ever, because there's people in the room right now with shame profiles. There's sergeant majors with shame profiles that still shave. I'm talking about the brigade, division, people out with 4 stars. It's a thing. And to wait for the perfect time, when I came out with this beard stigma, when I lost it, the military was talking about beards. Not just the Army, the Marines. It was a fucking wave. That was the time. I was in the room. They were talking about me in the beard shit in NCOES schools. I know firsthand that a 4-star had a meeting and had my picture up and had a bunch of his staff talking about, I was in the room then. I was the fire. And people just needed the right people in the room just needed to voice up their opinion. Hey, I kind of get what he's doing, y'all. I don't think that's right. Oh, they should start wearing the shame profile, start rocking beards. Because they have shame profiles. I know firsthand. So this thing about, man, you should have waited, fuck all that, man. It's not a thing, man. Ain't nobody else gonna make that much of a wave after me. It was a perfect wave. I influenced millions. That was the moment. So that when I did it, was the perfect time. I shouldn't have waited. Fuck all that. That was the perfect time.
I think a lot of people forget you can change climate, but you cannot really change culture. And culture is very hard to influence. Climate is very easy. It's immediate. It's your immediate vicinity. But, you know, you only have so much finite time in the military. The clock is starting the second you join. So somebody's saying like, oh, perfect timing of this or that. Like, there is no perfect timing. There never will be. There never is. So, you know, I think no matter what, you are climbing up a massive hill trying to advocate for beards in uniform and advocating for people that do have issues with their skin. But to sit here and have another fellow E8, I'm just saying that across the board, whether you're a first sergeant or master sergeant, it is insane that you have somebody that is willing to try and tear you down on social media in a public way where you can agree to disagree, but for the effort somebody's willing to put memorandums for the record on somebody that's not in their chain of command, to sit here and constantly berate somebody in comments that is their own peer. We have seen that across social media, that this is a dog-eat-dog world within the military. The culture is not what it should be and not what it was. So just putting that out there. But let me know what you guys think about the situation down in the comments below.